So last week we were out here and we sprayed some non-selective herbicide, some glyphosate on the fairway areas. Starting to die off now, little bit by little bit, but I reckon we'll have another week, as I said in the video on Wednesday, until we really get some kill off here. But today we're just going to start picking some rocks out, picking them out, seeing what we find. We might find some big suckers, might find some, I'm hoping not too big. But let's get down there and have a bit of a squeeze. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. Alright, so this spot here is where I want to try first, because there's a couple of rocks just peeking through the top of the soil here, and I got a feeling there might be a few rocks there. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's not too bad through here. I think the worst rock was this sucker, which I mean, decent, but not too bad. I'm not going to dig any deeper than that. There's some rocks lower down, but if we put some soil on top of that, that's not going to be a problem. Probably about 150 mil till we get to all these tiny little rocks in here, which this sort of stuff I'm not too worried about. I mean, I'll pick out what I can. Just a little rock pit. There's just random little like rock pits around here. One here, there's one over there, one over there. So we're just going to find every single one, get the chunk of the rock out, and then cover it with some soil and turn it over. Oh, I think this is a big one just here actually. Bro, why does it have to be so many rocks though? Well, that one got a little bit out of control. There was so much shale in there. That's pretty deep there. I'm gonna leave that rock there because that's like a good, probably nearly 300 mil to be honest. We're not gonna worry about pulling any more of that out. I just was trying to get all the surface stuff out, and it stopped at about this point just here. Man, it's gonna be good to get rid of these rocks, but it is painful. It'll be good, obviously, for the turf, because we don't want to be growing grass on top of rocks because it's gonna die. We'll just have dead patches everywhere. So I'm really just walking around looking for the surface stuff, digging around there, and that's the gist of it. So there's another big sucker just here, so we'll come to this, and that might be it for today, and we'll come back tomorrow, do a couple more up, and we're going to cut on the surrounds on the ryegrass over there for you guys that aren't interested in rock digging. We'll still do some grass stuff today. Man, the green's looking good from the distance. Woo! Look at that, looking pure. I'm actually really happy with these results. I thought there would be a lot more rocks than that. There's still a lot of rock there, but it's mostly shaly stuff. It's not that big, those big chunky rocks that are really, really painful to get rid of. So I'll come with this gear tomorrow, pick up all the rocks, bring some soil from the other paddock, cut some out of a hill that's in the other paddock. I'll show you guys that. Fill those holes in, level them out. And that might be the rock cleanup done. When we get the power rake in here, I've got a feeling some rocks is gonna come up. We may have to dig a couple of other areas, but man, seriously, that is a lot better than I thought. I'm down picking up by hand some of the smaller stuff, not the big stuff, because who's gonna be able to pick that up in the bucket? If you can, and not disrupt the surface of the soil like this with all the humps and bumps and undulations, teach me. Get out of it! Skadoodle! Get out! Get away from the rocks! Hop out of the way. how good. So good to get all those rocks out. That was such a quicker job than I thought it was going to be. We'll find out if there's more once we start using the power rake on this area, but they're all the rocks that were peeking through the surface, so good chance that would be pretty sweet. I know there's only really rocks around this side, especially even when we were doing putting the pipe in with the trench digger and the pipe layer as well. Only really a bit of a rock shelf through here. And over on the oyster side, there's no rocks at all. When I dug the green out, we didn't get one rock in there, as in like any decent sized rocks. So I'm hoping the rest of the place is like that. Man, so good. We're gonna mow on the ryegrass now with the 2653B. This ryegrass is still growing like quite a lot, which is great. So we're gonna mow on that, and then I'll show you guys how the green's looking after our fert a couple of days ago. The ryegrass today is just something else. It's just a lot more mature now, holding so much more colour, and is looking pure, like absolutely pure. Look at the colour of this stuff, man. So dark green. Looks really cool in contrast to the green as well, just that difference between the rye and the bent grass. But on the green now, so as you can see, the green looks so much better. We don't have that like zebra looking pattern all over the place here. It's looking so much better. It was definitely hungry, like as opposed to the other day. I'll flick an image up on the screen of what it looked like. This is the exact same spot, man. And it's grown as well. It's starting to grow again. And we're getting, man, it's just getting some nice color to it as well. I put that fertilizer down on Wednesday morning. It is now Friday lunchtime, so it definitely needed a feed because it's kicked in really quick and made a difference that quickly on this area. Man, it's looking good. Really happy with the results for this time of year. I'm really excited to see this next spring. Obviously start getting some grass on the fairways, getting rid of all these disgusting weeds, getting this area here looking really nice. This is all going to be couch all the way through here as well, which will be nice to butt up against the ryegrass. And I'm trying to decide, what do you guys think? I'm trying to decide if I bring ryegrass from here to where those stakes are just there, or if I just bring the fairway forward a little bit and just butt the couch up against the ryegrass there, so we've got a really nice comparison. But if I did run the ryegrass all the way out, I'd probably run a few stripes in that direction towards the green on the ryegrass as well, like a little approach, tiny approach, but the sprinklers actually do come up to those stakes from this side of the green here, so it would get water and it wouldn't be a problem. Really nice to have got all that prep work done on the fairways there today, get all that rock out. Next step's going to be I'll probably spray next week again with some more glyphosate on the two fairways, and then we're going to start turning it over, leveling it out within probably a week after I've sprayed it again. So straight into it. Once that's all leveled and turned over, hook it into irrigation. So irrigation should be this month. We will be starting it this month, so it won't be far off. But thanks guys so much for watching. Like this video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that, and I'll see you guys in the next vid.